So I don't have a pull or a subscription to a comic book shop. Now, this might sound odd, aren't you a comic book collector? Shouldn't you be buying comic books every week? And yes, I do buy comic books every week. I buy off Tony's auctions all the time. I buy off other eBay auctions and I buy off sometimes I go on other collector apps and stuff like that. But the comic book shop that I had my pull with, that I finally decided to put my pull with, goes out of business. So, I have the track record in Austin of being the pool who makes it go out of business. Every comic book shop I put my pool with has gone out of business. Yes. Yes. So, I don't have a pool with anyone in town. And the last one that I had a pool with was actually, they didn't go out of business, they moved to Florida. So, yeah. So I definitely stopped. But when I did have a pull, I was getting Amazing Spider-Man and Punisher and the TMT stuff that was coming out the next round after the Last Ronin, and I was getting Last Ronin. And when I think to what I want to read in modern time, I have the DC app, so I get all the latest DC comics, so I'm good there. I don't read Marvel, so I'm not a big Marvel person right now in my life, so I'm like, okay, I don't read Marvel, okay, it's still good stuff, but it's just not my thing. I might pick up an Amazing Spider-Man here or there, but I I don't have to be beholden to the newest comics. I don't care. Like Image, I'll find out about it through the grapevine eventually. And I mean that's how I found out about Last Ronin and then picked it all up and read it and thought it was wonderful. And now this new TMT that just came out, I will find it and read it when it becomes available online or something like that. And but I did not, after they moved to Florida, I just stopped doing my pull and stopped caring about ordering comic books, and so I stopped. So I haven't a pull, and before that, I had gone years without a pull. I had just stopped reading comics altogether because my comic book shop had failed. I had fallen out of love with comics. The divorce was brutal. I sold off the collection. Well, I don't know what happened to that collection. I gave it to my ex-wife, basically. And so, and it disappeared. And so it was conned out of us. So I had just stopped because we couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford comics, so I couldn't afford it. We were very poor. We were very broke. And so I had just stopped reading comics. And if I wanted to pick something up, I'd grab the graphical novel. So I started buying graphical novels and just reading graphical novels all the time. But that just evolved into a large graphical novel collection I was going to have until the day I died, until I lost my job, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you get the story. I've had a lot of collections, and I keep selling them off when I need money. So that's the bottom line. I mean, it's just the way it is. So I haven't read any new comics in months. I don't keep abreast of what's going on with new comics. I don't. I mean, I keep hearing Diversity or whatever your boy Zach, that YouTube channel with what's his face, the Comicate guy. I forget. I mean, God, Comicate attacked me. I remember that. I should have saved that one. Show as an historic record, but it was just like old stuff that I'm going to delete my old stuff because it's not what I want to show anymore. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have a pull and don't have a subscription, and I'm happy that way, and I'm happy not keeping up with new comics. It's like but like I said, I'm still buying comics all the time. I mean, I'm always thinking, oh, I want this comic or I want to read that comic, and I am always going to be making comic content. So stick around and have a good time. All right.